name is Louis. I got the lovely wife here.
Jessica.
And today is October 15th. It's 2025. It's 8:28 p.m. Guys, we have a couple of news we want to talk about. Number one, there is a spy balloon. It's back. And it was spotted not too long ago. So it's back, and the question is, will Trump shoot it down? Remember Biden, when he was president, Biden wouldn't dare to hit that thing until it reached the Atlantic Ocean. But you guys know Donald, there's a possibility they might shoot that thing down. So there is a white balloon, a Chinese balloon, and yeah, we're going to talk about that. Also, there's been some reports. What was it? Something about the banks. All right, they're sounding the alarm with all this, the stocks, the economy. I mean, there's a lot of things happening. You check the stock market, and
Yeah.
it was all.
All red.
I mean, it was like all red,
except for golds and Starbucks.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the economy is about to go down really quick. So, look, I've been telling people to stock up on silver because eventually silver is going to be the next gold. It's going to skyrocket. All right, you need to prepare yourself spiritually, physically, and mentally. All right, so I'm going to have the wife read the news article. The white balloon or Chinese balloon, whatever they call that thing, is back in the U.S. Go ahead, babe.
Mysterious spy balloons are back again and appearing over several states, sparking fears of covert invasion. Reports of enigmatic high-altitude balloons drifting over multiple U.S. states have reignited alarm bells, stoking fears of a covert Chinese invasion.
Do me a favor, can you go to the GPS really quick? I think I made a long time.
Yeah, you were supposed to keep going.
Okay, so...
You can go this way. Get to it this way, though.
Okay, will it take me to East Lake?
This is, let me see.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay, go ahead. I truly apologize, guys.
Gotta bring it back up. Where was it?
Oh, you just have to swipe up. Let me see.
Oh, I got it.
There you go.
From the deserts of Arizona to the Rockies of Colorado and the rolling hills of Alabama, eyewitnesses have captured images and videos of these white, silent orbs hovering at stratospheric heights, prompting a frenzy of speculation on social media. While the 2023 Chinese spy balloon saga, where a massive craft traversed the continental U.S. before being downed by a fighter jet, left Americans wary, experts caution that these new sightings may stem from domestic experiments rather than espionage. Yet the eerie similarities have left many questioning. Are these innocent tests or harbingers of something more sinister?
Wow.
The latest wave of reports began surfacing in earnest this fall, with Arizona emerging as a hotspot. In Tucson and the nearby mountaintop community of Lemon, residents documented balloons lingering for days, including a recent incident just 2 weeks ago where one drifted undetected over the area. Not showing on Flight Radar 24 though, like others have in the weeks past. One Reddit user noted capturing the frustration of locals unable to track the objects via standard flight apps. Earlier sightings in June saw similar crafts hovering over Tucson and Sierra Vista for more than a week, with one confirmed as U.S. military test. Across the border in Colorado, a balloon was spotted near Boulder, quickly traced to Aerostar, a South Dakota-based firm known for developing steerable Thunderhead balloons used in scientific research, telecom, and even military applications.
So you have this spy balloons across America, and obviously no one is doing nothing about it. I don't know, guys. It's like nowadays we could have all these drones in the sky. We could have foreign drones and spy balloon, and the U.S. would do absolutely nothing.
I mean, I don't think My opinion. I don't think it's really that big of a deal. I think it's just balloons.
Well,
I think it's probably just some people messing with other people.
Well, no, a lot of these balloons were from China. The problem is these balloons could have EMP.
The thing is, Chinese, they usually do in like their culture where they will bring like lanterns up into the sky and balloons up into the sky.
Oh no, this is a different type of balloon. This thing is built with oh man, what do you call it? One of those oh man, it's the one that people got on their roof when the sun hits it.
Solar?
A solar, yeah. This thing is built with solar. It's a big, massive balloon. It ain't no like one of those wedding stuff that you have candles in them. But again, it's very concerning because this thing could have a EMP. I mean, this again stuff could have anything.
I'm not saying that it does. We're just saying it could.
Yes.
Farther south in North Alabama, a high-altitude object dubbed HBAL 787 was reported drifting toward Tennessee over 59,000 feet, prompting swift identification by meteorologists. Let me just make sure that we're going the right way. Okay. Public anxiety has drawn direct parallels to the infamous 2023 incident where a suspected Chinese surveillance balloon equipped with antennas, sensors, and even U.S. manufactured components like satellite communication modules from at least 5 American companies traversed sensitive military sites before its dramatic ocean takedown off South Carolina. A declassified report earlier this year revealed a Chinese patent detailing how such tech could harvest intelligence data, fueling bipartisan outrage and diplomatic tensions. Today's sightings, while lacking concrete evidence of foreign origins, evoke the same dread. Untrackable crafts over populated areas, invisible to radar, and vanishing without explanation. Privacy advocates are sounding the alarm, not just about potential spies from afar, but the broader implications of such technologies at home. Jay Stanley, a senior policy analyst at the American Civil Liberties Union, or ACLU, warned in an interview with the Arizona Mirror about the domestic risk. It is technology that should not, and constitutionally cannot, be applied to the American people. Stanley further questioned the ethics of even experimental use, stating, "Even testing for eventual overseas use in legitimate combat theaters raises a lot of questions about what kind of data is being collected."
What kind of data?
It's going to be up here. You're going to turn right.
Right or left?
Right.
Let me see. All right, so let's take a break on that. So this spy balloon above our country, once again, it does collect data. It collects data. And it's been doing that, what, 2 years ago or 3 years ago when Joe was president. And it has these cameras that take pictures. And they were flying above, I think it was Montana. I think that's where Minuteman 3, like the silos, is located. All right, so these spy balloons, they do have cameras. But, yeah, again, so it's very concerning. They came back. We don't know how many of them. There's a possibility, maybe a couple, but yeah. Also, guys, we got more breaking news. I just posted a video not too long ago. It seems like this peace stuff is not working out.
I called it the other day. I said it.
No, guys, I just posted a video, and a couple of people are saying this is not a mushroom cloud. Everybody's talking about it, and even some sources saying this is like a mushroom cloud. It's not a nuclear bomb, but it has a form of a mushroom cloud. All right, so they dropped something and it hit a facility in Lebanon, and it lit up the night sky, and this thing just completely it turned to a monster mushroom. All right, so it goes to tell you that, you know, whatever was signed in Egypt, it's just not working. It's not working. I don't see any peace. I mean, I'm seeing more of imminent destruction.
Not only that, how many times has there supposedly been peace and it's just fell?
No, but not only that. There was a ceasefire that they violated, the Holy Land. The Holy Land, well, Benjamin and stuff like that.
Of course.
They violated the ceasefire with Lebanon. I mean, that's crazy stuff there. I see Bubba News, he's actually talking about it. Big shout out to Bubba News. But it's just crazy. I don't know if you guys seen the video, but that thing was a monster. I mean, people reported seeing it miles away. It's just a crazy, massive mushroom, and this light just popped out of nowhere. It was like the sun just came out so, for like a good 10-second.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, someone was arrested. Someone was arrested, and I think it was a ICE agent because he's illegal or something. But again, he seems like American to me. But you know,
An ICE agent that was illegal? How does that work out?
I don't know. I have to search it up, but it's just kind of weird. But what else is going on?
Oh, I mean, hey, if the guy is, who knows? Maybe we should be thinking about making him an American at that point.
Oh, guys, remember the YouTube and all the apps were down? Give me a second here. Oh, I'm gonna talk about that later tonight, about Marco Rubio. So there was an airport that was hit in North America, and it seems like there was some cyber going on last night. There was some really big cyber happening, and I was thinking about this. I think it's very important that people take their money out the bank, especially with all these stock market and everything. The banks are sounding the alarm. I think it's very important that people start putting their money away at home, or just again, just put it away somewhere. You could just,
Yeah, I mean, a lot is, impacting all of that. You have the tariffs and people's just not.
The what? The tariffs?
Tariffs. And then you have people, they're just not having any faith in the dollar.
Gold is going up.
Oh yeah, it's almost at 4,400.
Well, you have some bank putting in gold $5,000 an ounce.
Yeah, I think by next week. I know nothing about it, but I think maybe about 5,000 by next week.
I know many of us regret selling our gold.
No.
But
there will come a time where we'll be able to buy it again.
Here's the thing: once it hits 5,000, I think it's good for people to sell, because I believe that thing is coming down really quick.
If anybody knows, by the way, about stocks and about that kind of stuff, let me know who to watch regarding that, because I taught myself about credit and about insurance and things, and my next thing is stocks. I want to learn about stocks and how that works. So if you guys have any suggestions on who's good to watch that explains it in a way that's not overcomplicated,
ooh, I know.
Let me know.
Yeah, it's The Pursuit of Happiness, the movie, Will Smith. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Look up. I need glasses. Goodness. Look up J Bravo.
I never heard of J Bravo.
What is tungsten?
J Bravo?
Yeah, somebody said J Bravo. J Bravo on YouTube. Yeah, like, I need somebody that doesn't overcomplicate things, that can kind of like explain it from like elementary style here at first. I mean, I'll get there eventually, but credit I'm good at. Credit I'm really good at. With yeah.
Guys,
good.
Also, the US president is sending a message to Hamas. They need to stop taking, again, like I said, the peace stuff, it seems like it's not working, because now you have Hamas just going after innocent people out there. And so the US commander-in-chief told him to knock it off. If not, then Donald's gonna come in and take over.
I'll check out J Bravo.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, guys. Also, what else? Oh, this Saturday, nationwide across America, there's going to be a massive rise, like protest me a second here. There you go. Give me a second here, guys.
Check flight radar, you silly gooses.
Really?
Oh yeah.
For Thursday?
Yeah.
You go make some money?
Aerostar balloons.
Okay.
Somebody said Aerostar balloons, and then this person said check flight radar.
For what?
The balloons. What is the balloon in the sky? Yeah, they said it again. Aerostar balloons.
Aerostar balloons.
That's what somebody said.
I don't know. They're saying that it's the same thing like like China. Hopefully not, because China's spy balloon. I mean, they took pictures of all the military bases and stuff. It flew over like, I think, where is it, Montana or Wyoming, over Yellowstone. You had again, we have the Minuteman III out there, the silos, and of course, Joe allowed that spy balloon to just travel across our country and taking pictures and everything. And
Oh, confirm.
oh yeah,
That was the Chick-fil-A?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. I need a map pretty quick. But guys, this Saturday, there's going to be a huge protest across the U.S. So it's going to happen in multiple states, and basically it's going to happen mostly in the Democrat states. But this Saturday, it's called No Kings.
Oh my goodness.
Here's the thing. I need people to really quick. I know people don't like Donald. I can understand that. People don't like him. But here's the thing. There is a king for every country. But we call it presidents or prime ministers.
No, we don't. Well, yeah, the president isn't the king. These people, this is such pointless. It's literally a waste of money. It's so pointless. Presidents.
Yeah.
So their whole thing is no kings, no kings. Yeah, you're right. We don't have kings. So there's no point in this. It's just a waste of money and trying to feel important. But
Well, yeah. Well, it's because of the.
it's just to feel important. So that way, when they're old and their grandma and grandpas, they can say, "You see here, kids, this is what I was in. I was important." And just wanting to be important.
Yeah.
It's just so comical. It's so hilarious when I see it. It's like nobody's arguing with you. We don't have kings.
I just feel like because it's a political thing, that's why.
People want attention. That's all it is.
But the reason why people protesting this Saturday, which is going to be huge, the reason why is because the president is sending all these National Guards to all these cities, and so I guess a lot of people don't like it. But here's the thing: the president is sending troops or National Guards to help the Americans and to bring crime down. I mean, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but you're doing things backwards. It needs to start in the family. It needs to start in school.
Parents failed.
So it's not going to change. It's just going to get worse and worse the more that we get away from morals. And let's face it, America don't have no more morals.
Like I said, a lot of parents failed, and I'm not trying to bring down anyone out there, but if your kids coming home acting like Roman soldiers, obviously something went wrong. Something went wrong. Oh, let me see. Give me a second here, guys. I know there was something else here that. Oh, there was a new strike. There was another strike near Venezuela. So there was a boat, and of course, the US president gave the green light, and the boat got hit. And it seems like people survived. Now, again, these people were those gangs bringing in the drugs and stuff like that. And so I guess they were also rescued. So, but they're going to be possibly going to the hospital, and then they're going to go to prison or something. But yeah, there was another boat that was hit.
Oh, not if the Democrats get to the Democrats, be telling them, hey, you want some money?
No.
Sue the person who did that.
Give me a second here. I'm going to let my wife read this one. Go ahead, babe. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up.
Right, give me a moment. I gotta figure out how to get the that stuff out of here. Okay. Trump issues new chilling threat to Hamas as Gaza descends into bloody civil war.
It's just crazy because you just signed a peace deal.
That's what I'm saying, and everybody's like, oh, he's the Antichrist, you know, this peace treaty. And I said, just wait. It's not going to last very long.
He's not the Antichrist. Okay, go ahead.
Which we won't get into that, but President Donald Trump has issued a direct warning to Hamas, threatening military intervention if the group continues its violent crackdown on fellow Palestinians in Gaza. The admonition comes just days after the release of the last living hostages held by the terrorist organization, highlighting the precarious balance of Trump's ambitious 20-point peace plan designed to end the protracted Israel-Hamas conflict. The catalyst for Trump's latest outburst was a series of horrifying videos circulating online depicting Hamas fighters publicly of Palestinian civilians and clashing with rival in Gaza. These incidents, which surfaced shortly after Israel's withdrawal from the territory, appear to violate the terms of the ceasefire brokered under Trump's administration. The deal mandated that Hamas disarm, relinquish control, and allow safe passage for its members seeking to flee. Conditions that now seem increasingly ignored as internal power struggles erupt. Speaking from the Oval Office on Tuesday during a meeting with Argentinian President Javier Milei, Trump addressed the emerging chaos head-on. They will disarm, and if they don't do so, we will disarm them, and it will happen quickly and perhaps violently, he declared, underscoring the administration's zero-tolerance stance. Earlier that day, President Trump had downplayed initial reports of Hamas targeting bad equipping. Hamas fighters had taken out a couple of that were very bad. That didn't bother me much, to be honest with you. However, by Thursday, his patience had worn thin, prompting a fiery post on Truth Social. If Hamas continues to people in Gaza, which was not the deal, we'll have no choice but to go in and them. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Hold on. I like it when Trump leaves at again, last part. Thank you for your attention. But the president is not pleased that you have Hamas going after innocents out there. And the president said they need to disarm. If not, we're going to disarm them. Here's the thing. They're not going to disarm. And these people really, again, they're not scared of Donald. Again, these people, I mean, they would go down, you know, they would put their lives on the line, stuff like that. I don't think they're going to give up their power. I don't think they're going to give up Gaza. They're not. So it's going to end up being a brutal biblical war.
You gotta realize you're fighting against religion.
Yeah.
Is when you're in like cults, that's not something that's very easy to do unless something happens where you make a deal in a cult-like way. The backdrop to these developments is the devastating war ignited by Hamas's brutal October 2023 attack on Israel, which killed at least 1,219 people and resulting in the taking of 251 hostages. Israel's retaliatory campaign has claimed the lives of approximately 67,000 Palestinian civilians, according to recent estimates. President Trump's peace initiative, credited with facilitating the return of 20 living hostages on Monday and the bodies of 9 others since, has brought a tentative halt to major hostilities. Yet with 19 hostage bodies still reportedly held in Gaza, the agreement hangs by a thread. In a show of U.S. commitment, 200 American troops have been deployed to Israel to bolster ceasefire enforcement, though none are stationed in Gaza itself.
Well, that's one of the agreements. U.S. soldiers cannot enter Gaza. Sorry, baby.
Hold on. Aid continues to flow into the embattled enclave, with White House advisors affirming on Wednesday there's no intention to have the aid cut as long as this deal holds. President Trump has also signaled openness to authorizing further Israeli strikes, telling CNN that he would give Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu the green light if Hamas fails to comply.
Ooh. No, Donald, you giving the green light? All right, so once again, Donald is sending a strong message to Hamas. You better knock it off. You better give up, man. Like I say, guys, when spoken of peace, then there's always going to be something.
Yeah, but this right here is not the destruction that's coming with that.
But I'll tell you what, there's no peace coming out of it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I don't know, you want to read the comments, baby?
Yeah.
We're going to read your comments, and thank you so much for tuning in. No. There we go. No. There we go. Bring it back.
One bar. One bar. It's going to be a minute.
Oh, so the live stream is not good?
No. Okay, let's see. Loose Sapphire says all political theatrics to entertain the lemmings. Oh yeah, Ace Frehley of KISS passed away today. He was 70-something years old. He went into the hospital a couple days ago, I believe.
Yeah, he was 75, I think. 74, 75. He was born 1951. Man, it's crazy because the people that we grew up with, like, again, I was born in the 80s, and I grew up with these people. And now all these people that we grew up with are passing away. We like the next one, we taking their spots. We got to teach all these young ones about Christ. We do. Because once we are gone, the world's going to be messed up, to be honest. It's not going to be, again, there's not going to be too many Christians.
Find comments that pertain to what we talked about. I read the Bible on my app, and I got to Genesis 20 right now.
Wow. Nice.
I pulled the who is on it. It's simple. No protest.
I pray nothing happens Saturday with that No King protest.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be a lot that's going to happen.
I mean, last time it happened was back in June when it was Donald's birthday. And it really, again, Donald had all that tanks and stuff like that in DC, and of course he had these people want to protest, but it seems like it wasn't that bad, you know.
Jimmy Hoffa says, and the internet, Google, and YouTube, etc. was out yesterday and parts of today.
Wow, really, today?
I haven't had any issues with YouTube today.
No, well, it seems like it's New York, California, Chicago, all those areas, Europe, Latin America.
The Watchman, thank you for saying that. Lewis was driving, so you might get a short buffer here or there. Yeah, in this area it's really bad.
Lewis is not driving. I'm kidding.
Are you riding the magic carpet?
No, what's that one person that got pulled over by the cop? I'm not driving, I'm Traveling.
Yeah, traveling.
I'm not driving, guys. I'm traveling.
You know what's hilarious? You have these. It's a stupid name. It's civil. I don't know. It's supposedly it's the people, and so like when they get pulled over, they'll put a little card to their window, and they'll be like, "No, I don't have to answer or give you my ID or something." Like, you know, like all that stuff. They're like, "Just give me my ticket, and I'll be on my way." And it always makes me laugh. It's like, what are you hiding? Like, you got to be hiding something.
Yeah,
John,
it's crazy.
I know. Some people might be watching the weather to prove that they are manipulating the weather. Actually, you are driving, Lewis. You are operating your vehicle for work purposes. Yeah, he was joking.
I know. I'm just messing around. There was that one video, the lady wouldn't pull down, like open the doors and nothing, and she wouldn't give her ID. And so she came from Africa, and I don't know, she was just giving a hard time to the police and stuff like that.
They try too hard. Like, once you start doing all that, you got something to hide.
I don't need, no, she said, I don't need a driver license. I'm traveling. And the cop is like, you are operating a motor vehicle. You do need a driver license. She's like, no, I am traveling. I'm not driving. So she gave a hard time to her. At the very end, they just smashed her window and just arrested her. And it just, you know, all that drama for nothing.
So, what was it? Yeah, you know what I told Michael when he started driving, and what I tell the kids when they start driving? Driving is a privilege. It is not a right.
Yeah, it's a privilege. You don't
have that right.
Yeah.
It's a privilege given to you by the government.
Yeah, it's not in the Constitution, guys.
It's not. And even still, the government has authority over a nation, and when it comes to driving, and when it comes, you might not like it, but that's how it is for everywhere. You can't just sit here and be like, it's like little children sticking their fingers in their ears and being like, no, 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 no. When you tell them something, they're like, I don't want to hear it. Because they think like, if they don't hear it, it doesn't make it real or something.
No, I was just thinking about that. People back in the days didn't have cars. We traveled to places every single day.
Horses.
I mean, I travel to a lot of places. I do every day. We travel to a lot of places. And back then, those people, again, they just stay in their homes or just walk around the block. It's not like they could travel to other states. If they do, it's like horses. And back then, horses used to be a lot of money. But we live in this time that everything's so easy to get to places. And then we could see things from other countries using our phones. We could just log into TikTok and we could watch all these crazy videos. It's, you know, I mean, we have it all and still people complain.
Stephanie says, thank goodness licenses are required. Too dangerous of a machine to just let any use them. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if the government just, like, if there wasn't any kind of, like, it's like saying, I don't need to stop when there's a red light.
Yeah.
Or I don't, you know, or I don't need to go when there's a green light. Or if there's a stop sign, I can keep going. No, you can't. There's rules and there's laws for a reason. It's not because they're trying to hurt you. I think that's what it is. People think like, oh, they're trying to hurt me. No, they're trying to keep you safe.
Your thumbs up. What happened there? It just went blank.
I was getting a call.
Oh. So long as I pray, my fee what?
Pay my fee when my license expires. I can drive even if I'm a terrible driver. Licensing doesn't generate safety. Yeah, it does. If you know that you could go to jail or you're going to get a ticket, trust me, it stops a lot of people from doing what they want to do.
And here's the thing.
You'd be seeing a lot more people, a lot more accidents, a lot more people just doing whatever they want if there was no rules. So
here's the thing, young kids, like, how to drive, you could teach them step by step, but man, they're just so hard-headed. And then they blast the music, and then there's a lot of accident that goes on here in the state of Florida. A lot of them are young ones.
Someone said it's a way to generate money. Oh, it absolutely can be. I'm not saying the government Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I think licenses is like $80. And the reason why, because I guess if you're ugly, you know, they charge you more money.
This one says there's a lot of accidents with driver license. Yeah, there'd be a
Yeah.
whole. Let me see.
All right, guys, we're gonna have to end this. I got her number there.
Oh, I'm gonna text her.
I don't have a messenger.
You don't have her messenger?
No, the phone.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You do have her.
But anyway, guys, we got a phone call just coming in, and it's my mother-in-law. So I guess I'm just gonna end it. And yeah, she just keep calling. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys.
Oh, she doesn't have the key.
Ooh. So we got the keys. Should be alright. Should be alright. So, I'm gonna have to go home, guys. Yeah. And that guy just ran the red light.
See?
Hmm?
You see? People just do whatever they want.
Yeah, this guy just ran a red light. And usually some of these traffic lights, they have cameras that take pictures of your license plates. That's like 3 points on your license, and that will raise your insurance too. So it's just, some people just on a rush. All right, guys, I'm gonna end it here, but give this video a thumbs up, and check out the video I just posted over at the Real GS News. Very important you check out that video. Millions of Californians there was a emergency earthquake drill going on, and I guess they're preparing for like the big one and stuff like that, and they do this once a year. But this one here is a lot different. They're urging millions to have emergency kit for the big one, you know, if the big one strike. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Check out the video. Till next time later. Peace.